one setting that we just don't seem to use on these multi-cookers is saute. You know, we kind of saute a bit of an onion, but we don't actually really use it for an actual meal. So I wanted to show you just how easy it is to make a really, really quick prawn curry just from the leftovers you have in and using the saute. And I just love the frozen king prawns that you can get from the supermarket and throw them in. These were actually spare from the photo shoot. So I've got a few of these packs left over and they are lovely. So you're looking for large raw peeled king prawns, and then you can saute them, and then you can do them however you would normally do a curry, but we're doing some shortcuts because we've got leftover ingredients from the photo shoot. So any curry paste will do the trick. There's ours. And then we've also got some garlic puree and some ginger puree, a bit of freshly chopped coriander, and then of course the curry's not the same without some naan breads because we've got some of those spare and left over as well. So shall we get going with this? So first of all, turn your baby on, and then you're looking for high on the saute, but remember the high is very strong and you can adjust it. For example, they have low, they have level 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 being the top one. So if you're worried that your food's going to end up burning too quickly, it's like using an electric stove, then you can adjust it down to a 3. I'm going to go with a 4 for this because that's just a nice temperature. And then we're going to start with a little bit of a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And then I can never get into these bags, so scissors at the ready. And then that's a full pack there of these, and I'm just going to wait till it starts sizzling, and then I can start adding in some curry paste and some garlic and some ginger and whatnot. And I've got my spoons ready for adding in the garlic and the ginger and the curry paste. So we are sizzling. So start with the stir. Because you want those frozen prawns to get the lovely olive oil on. And now you can start adding in all your other ingredients. So when they were doing the curry, they bought 2 little jars of these. So I'm just going to use up the open one first. Yeah, this smells lovely. I managed to get into it on video without having to get help. Right, that's the curry paste on. I love the ginger and garlic the most, more so than the curry powder, but you might prefer less ginger. It's just personal choice, isn't it? And we've added the garlic and the ginger and the curry paste now, so let's give it another good stir. And I love seeing the colour when you're cooking prawns and you see the transformation as it's changing colour and you're getting that lovely orange glow. So leave it like that so it can sizzle up again, and we'll give it another stir. So it's starting to sizzle, so let's give it another stir. I'm looking now to see how far off they are on defrosting, because remember we're using frozen prawns here. You can see that quite a lot of them are already cooked, which is brilliant. So I'm just going to add in now some salt, a couple of big pinches, and then I've got some leftover passata from the shoot as well. I've already used it in one of the other videos, but it's very handy to have. I'm not putting in a huge amount, just enough to mix it in and give it some sauce, a little bit more I think. Oh wow, look at that. Isn't that curry coming along nicely? Now the prawns are nearly cooked, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it off its saute. And then what I have, which I swear by from my pressure cookers as well, is what they call a long-legged trivet. That's because a normal trivet is like that in length and this is like that. So it's brilliant for placing on top of food if you want the height. or you can use the trivets that come with your particular machine. It's totally up to you. I just love these and use them a lot. So I'm going to pop that in now. And then I've got my naan breads. If your naan breads are defrosted, then they won't need more than 2 minutes. But if they're frozen, about 3 minutes. So that's 2 really nice soft naan breads there. So pop them on like that. Lid down. So then you're looking for air fry. And then we're going with a temperature of 170 Celsius, that's 340 Fahrenheit. And a cooking time of 2 minutes. And then press start. This recipe is made using leftover ingredients from the photo shoot of our brand new cookbook, the Complete Multi-Cooker Cookbook. What I love most is when the photo shoot is over with, is to take the spare ingredients home and make lots of different recipes with it. I kind of think of it like doing a modern version in the multi-cooker of Ready Steady Cook. So if you were interested, the cookbook is available to buy now. It's called the Complete Multi-Cooker Cookbook. Simply search by its name or search Multi-Cooker Salmon Dom for full details. And it's really nice for me to be able to come back and give you a behind the scenes look of ingredients and what we've used in the making of this great cookbook. So now, shall we get back to the food? And we've baked. So, shall we have a look? I bet you were impressed that the naan breads actually stay in place. Something so simple, hey? So, for the naan breads, they're lovely and soft. They're not overly crispy and they're just perfect for having in your curry. You know, I don't like my naan breads overly hard, so I'm just going to put them to one side. Then you can grab a tea towel and use this to get your trivet out. And then you're left with your curry. Give it a quick stir. And we actually call it in the cookbook prawn curry in a hurry, and it's very true. This is using a different curry paste to the one in the cookbook, but it's just a great one. So I'm just going to get a bowl and dish it up and show you what it looks like. Oh. Wow, look at that. Very quick saute, very quick air fry, and you've got a curry. You can do this with any curry paste you want. You can also use a curry sauce instead of passata. You can add in coconut milk. You can do what you want with it really, because it's just one of those really easy ones. When you've got some frozen prawns in the freezer, I mean, oh, look at that beauty. Doesn't that look fantastic? And then of course, you've got your naan bread to dunk in as well. That is good. And just think, next time you buy some naan breads and you've got some spare ones, throw the spare ones in the bag into the freezer, and then when you fancy a quick curry and you've got the ingredients in, you can do this with it. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook and on Pinterest, TikTok. We're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at KitchenGadgetsClub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week. And we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.